Mic check, mic check. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? And welcome to another episode of Chart Talk. Chart Talk. Today I will be the only one. That'll be on the charts today. And as you guys saw from the title, we're going to be backtesting some Bitcoin. So what I want to do is I want to see. Very cool. Awesome. I want to see if my previous backtesting that I was doing on my phone, if it's still on here. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is, well, not my phone, but this is where I was backtesting at last. It was around here, so that's what I'm going to go and do. This was just like a personal backtesting, because even though, guys, we like to come up on here, onto Chart Talk, and we like to backtest and stuff like that, we still like to backtest on our own, because, I mean, hey man, like we usually say, we personally do think that trading is very similar to being an athlete, and that the more time that you spend in the gym perfecting your craft, the better you're going to be when it comes to the real markets and stuff like that. And although, yes, it is very crucial and it's very important, please light up a little bit brighter. It is very important for you to trade live and with actual money, because that's the only way that you're really going to be able going to be the only way you're going to be able to really test out your psychology, is by really going through it on the charts and stuff like that. But anyways, let's go ahead and just get straight to it. Let me go ahead and get up to this time, and I'm gonna talk about the first 2 trades that I took. I'm gonna go ahead and continue just going based off of this, but I will talk about the first 2 trades that I took and why I took them. Okay, so once it gets a little closer to there, then okay, so got this drop on price. Oh, wait. Pause. What are you doing? Oh, man. Okay, well, it clearly is not wanting to stop until I go to a different time frame, at least. And even then, okay, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to these trades. I do want to talk about this too real quick. So first and foremost, this is what I was looking at in the market. When I was over here, I was seeing that price was currently in a downtrend. You know, I drew a trend line just for SNL, but I'm not really a trend line trader by any means at all. I am really not a trend line trader by any means necessary. And I was saying that, hey, I wanted to see a bearish move on Bitcoin from this high to this low. I want to see the retracement once price gets over here to 6,396. Let me get rid of this over here. Then, which is an area of untested volume, which is right below the 78.6. I like that lineup that it had right there and bearish move. So I was like, hey, I want to take this short, lower time frame trade, and I'm also seeing this buy opportunity from this low to this high. For when price gets over there, then I expect it to go bullish, you know. So I mean, like you guys see right here, both of them were W's. 1 to 2 hit, and then 1 to 1 hit right there, because this is exactly how I had it mapped out. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like. So let me go ahead and draw that fib back up. And before I even get too deep into this, guys, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe for us, please. This is, again, I say it every night, but you know, it's just because I be forgetting too. Like, I literally be watching a YouTube video that I really enjoy, and I forget to like and subscribe. Like, even if they tell me to do it, I sometimes still forget to do it. So it's still, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe. And if you do enjoy our content, then, you know, tap in, stay tuned with us. We're going to keep on giving you guys much more value, and even let us know what kind of content that you want us to be providing, you know. But let's go ahead and continue with this 1 to 1 hit off of this trade. But again, I do know that it goes to 1 to 2, so let's just go ahead and let it play. Okay, so there's 1 to 2. And so usually with a trade like this, for the buy, I'd be like this. I'd be like, oh, well, prices came and hit the 61.8, and then it did the 1 to 1 for the 61.8. I don't want to play it anymore. However, there was still this volume that was to this downside that price is still yet to come and tap. So that's why I was like, you know what, it's like the price slid past this POC, so I'm watching for buys here regardless. The 1 to 1 is what I would look for regardless, but you know, 1 to 2 is where I usually, 1 to 2 is the staple that I like to trade, you know, but I do like to write down what ends up happening to the play regardless. So 1 to 2 plays on that. I think 1 to 3 gets hit. Yeah, that's definitely a 1 to 3. Oh wait, is it 1 to 3 or 1 to 4? Let me see, because I do need to say, oh, this hit after. Yeah, that's a 1 to 4. So I even forgot to write that. So 1 to 4 hit after. Okay, because those numbers do matter. So I think this, I just wanted to take it for like the 1 to 2, but I was like, oh, 1 to 1 hit, move your stop loss to break even and all that stuff, you know, because I usually always go for 1 to 2 when I'm back testing. But I'll say that, oh, I made this much off of taking some break even or some partial profits, I mean. Okay, so price moving up to like right here and coming extremely this close to the take profit, and the point of control is right there. I'm taking profits right there. No cap, I'm taking profits right there. I'm not going to wait for the full 1 to 2 because the likelihood of price turning around is just great. And it just tapped this trend line that I don't really like trade off of, but on the higher time frames it left the wick, and I'll show you guys that later. But it's still going to go and hit TP before hitting stop loss, but I'll mark it off as soon as it hits TP. But I'm just letting y'all know what I would do in a real life situation, you know. But I do believe that TP is going to hit regardless. Oh man, consolidating. Yeah, you see, there you go. TP hit, but I'm not gonna lie. Right here is more than likely where I would have taken profits. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. I don't see like a reason for me personally, especially if I'm going for a trade and I know that like I had zero drawdown like this. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I made $950 or $940 right here, and the point of control is right there, and some other support or whatever or resistance is right there, right above my take profit, and I literally had zero drawdown in the trade. I'm not gonna let $50 be the difference between me making money or not, you know what I'm saying, especially off of a 1 to 2. So but yeah, let's go ahead and continue off of this. So 1 hour time frame, just hop over here real quick. 50 EMA price is broken above it. It's broken through this trend line, but again, I'm not really a trend line trader, so it's just there really for aesthetics. And overall, what I'm looking for is for price to come up to 7,057 before ultimately going bearish. Because there is this price slid. Wait, where is it? Last week's point of control, so it's on the 4 hour. So this is a price slid past, like this is price slid past through this point of control. So I'm gonna watch for it in general, right? Number one. But number two, when you go into the 1 hour time frame, then I see that there is this point of control right here as well. I'm watching for price to climb up before going bearish. You know, that's ultimately what I'm looking at for Bitcoin right now. So got those 2 trades in the bag. And like I said, I just wanted to explain through it, but I am going to be ultimately just watching the markets right now because they've hit both of these prices that I wanted to. So now I want to see what price the market's going to do. I don't like what I did there. Let me actually take off. Oops. There you go. Let me take off that point of control to the left because to the right, because as much as it's valid, I like using these daily, weekly, and monthly point of controls instead. It's just personally better for me. Okay, so this is potentially looking a little white crawfish. Looks like some type of accumulation for sure. So breakout's more than likely gonna happen. Oh, let me measure what this is. That's a 1 to 4, so 1 to 4 smacked after. Let me do actually all of this real quick. 1 to 2 hit, so 1.8%, because that's how much I would have made off of a 1 to 2. And the reason why it's 1.8% that I would have made off of a 1 to 2 is because when 1 to 1 gets hit, I'm going to take 20% partial profits, and then I'm going to let the rest of the trade ride. for the 1 to 2. If it's like a 1 to 3 or 1 to 4, I would work accordingly, but that's not what it is. So 1 to 2 hit, and that's a 1.8% increase. Then I said 1 to 4 after. You know, I do. It looks like I do write a lot, but it's not as much as it could be. I'm gonna put this over here, and it's gonna be on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so this bullish move that's happening right here, I don't think that I personally would be afraid of looking for a breakout, but that's not what we would usually trade, you know. But this is something that I'm like, you know what, I might try this out type of play. Whereas, like, you know what, either A, my stop loss is going to be right here for a more tighter stop loss, or I'm going to have right here for a safer stop loss, and then I'll look for a 1 to 2. So let me just go ahead and use a safer stop loss. There's nothing wrong with using a safe stop loss, in my opinion, especially since it's a trade and I'm expecting price to come to the upside anyways. Price is broken above the 1 hour 50 EMA, so I like that. 4-hour time frame, let's see what's good. Still like that point of control to the upside, and the 4-hour 50 EMA is just getting broken as well. The volume is increasing right here as price is breaking out as well. Yeah, I like this. I'll take this. And even for a tighter stop loss is not even a bad idea, and I'm really looking at it. But I'm gonna keep it right there, because again, if I'm taking a trade and I don't want to get kicked out the trade, I'm gonna go ahead and place a stop loss where I'm not expecting price to get to. So let's go ahead and see what happens. There is this bullish move right here, and so as long as this breaks out, because this is ultimately what needs to get broken. This is what ultimately needs to get broken. Ooh. So it hasn't broken out just yet, and I'm not too sure if I'm going to wait on the next 1 hour candle to get in. I think this might be like one of those buy stop opportunities that I would play. But if this was something that we were both playing, and then let me actually go ahead and throw back the vertical point of control. I mean, there's literally no volume in between here, so price should really just slide right in and go bullish for reals. So yeah, actually I'm okay with waiting for the candle close on the 1 hour, just because that matches up more to what we would play collectively as a team, real life. So let's go ahead and see what's up. Gotta wait for that 1 hour candle close to close above this. If it doesn't close above this zone, then I'm not in the trade yet. And for good reason, right here, you see? This is exactly why. But then, that's why I like having that white stop loss, because I want to get taken out the trade. But regardless, I'm not in the trade. Boom. I'm in now. There. I'm in this trade right here, because it's closed above the zone like I wanted it to. So right there, stop loss is below at these lows. And real life, you can have your stop loss right there, because this is the most recent higher low that price has made. But breaking out of this zone, price should be sliding up real life. So this is more than likely what it would look like for us to take the trade. But again, I want to just have the safe stop loss, just to say that we did have a safe stop loss. So there we go. So let's see what's up. Wait, let me actually get where 1-to-1 is real quick. Ooh, nope, not that. Ooh, price slid back down. So this is already a trade where it's like at this point, and this is exactly why having a safe stop loss is important in my opinion. But this is the type of trade that if price comes back to my entry, then I'm more than likely gonna move my stop loss. I mean, this is more than likely gonna be a trade where I'm just take me out the trade, and whatever the market does, it does. But I could have lost that trade if price comes back to the entry, then I stay in the trade. It's like, well, okay, then that's all up to you. You know what I'm saying? And I already accept the loss every time I take a trade, even before it gets there. So it's like I'm okay with that. But at the same time, let's see what happens. So again, boom, right there. Price came back to my entry. I'm getting out the trade because prices moved more than 80% towards my stop loss. Like if price has gone towards more than 80% towards my stop loss, that means that once price comes to my stop loss, my entry, then I have to get out the trade at break even, because that's how I minimize my losses. You know, now I'm pretty sure that after, like, look at this bullish price action right here and price bouncing off of this 1 hour time frame, I'm pretty sure the price is going to keep going bullish. However, again, I have to stick to my rules, you know. And realistically, even 15-minute time frame, now that I'm looking at this, rise of volume right there on this candlestick though, price action looks like it's going to go bullish, but 15-minute time frame does look like it's showing my setup, so I am going to have to take a sell right here. I am going to take this sell. This trade is a break-even trade, so let me move this over here. Break even, so that's break even is trade number 3. I'll talk about that. I mean, not talk about it, but I'll go ahead and write that down on my trades. But then here's trade number 4. Stop loss right there, 1-to-1. Point of control, price came right back into there as well. Yeah, I like this trade a lot. Am I even in it? No, not yet. Dang, I don't like that I'm not in the trade yet. But hold on, let me see. Gotta make sure. 6543. Yeah, I'm not in the trade yet. Oof. Oh, I don't even like that price action right there either. But let's see what's up. Like I said, it's broken this structure, but it would have been much better if it broke this structure, no cap. Let me see if there's any volume to the downside. Okay, good. There's untested volume right here. Let me actually delete this right here and right there. So there's untested volume to the downside right here. So this is actually good for my bullish bias. Dude, what the heck? Thank you. So there we go. You mark that up. Okay, so we'll see what happens at 6,260 for that bullish move. From that high to this low. And it's not that close to the 78.6 fib, but I will still be looking for that entry regardless. Alright. Again, I'm not really a fan of this price action right here. So if price gets me in and doesn't leave a wick, more than likely this is going to be a loss. But I'm still going to take this trade. Oh no. Oh man, it held right there and I didn't get the entry that I wanted. And more than likely this is going to now like just push to the downside hard. Oh, it didn't. It hasn't yet. There you go. Yeah, that's exactly the move that I wanted. I wouldn't play it. Now I can't play it because look, the reason why I can't play it anymore. If this is where I would have gotten into the trade at right here, then it would have done. What would it have done right here? It basically would have done a 1-to-1. Especially if I just move it like that, it's done more than a 1-to-1 risk to reward. So I can't even, yeah. So this is a play that I couldn't play because I would have set a sell limit. Let me see what time it is. And it would have been at a time of day where I would not have been necessarily staring at the charts. So the market would not have got me in because it would have been a limit order for sure. But let's see what happens to the rest of the market. It literally, it is what it is. It is what it is, but it's part of the strategy. So let me go ahead and go on and say that my the breakout trade that I was going to take, it hit break even. Number 3, breakout trade, break even. Okay. Okay, so currently price is underneath the 15-minute 50 EMA. Let me go on to the 1 hour time frame. Price is still holding right above that 50 EMA, so that's something to watch out for. But remember, guys, if I was still in this trade, my stop loss is right over here. So I still want to see if that stop loss will get hit or if price is going to go bullish. But no matter what happens, it's none of my concern. You know, again, the markets gave me an opportunity to get out the trade, and I took full advantage of it. I'm an opportunist, if you will. So let's see what we got here. Price consolidating. It would have came back and tapped me into the trade if I was still playing it, and it would have done the 1-to-1, but that's totally fine. Like I said, guys, I have rules and I have to stick with them. So this is one of those things. That's why I trade forward pairs, because then like when I'm trying to play one pair, I might not be playing another pair or anything like that, you know. But it's holding at this zone. But overall, I'm really not looking for anything except for price pushing to the downside over here at this point. So we'll see what goes on. Did cold and price pushed to the man. Did the digital at that. It would have came and tapped me in. It would have had me at scary hours a little bit, and then but then price just ultimately went and did the digital to the downside. Did like 1-to-4. And hey, it is what it is. But there, boom, right there. My stop loss would have been hit if I didn't get out the trade early. So capital preservation, it's important. This is why I say that backtesting is important, because as much as doing it in a live market is much more important, this stuff it's only 1 hour a day or 1.5 hour a day. You know, backtesting is really important. So let's go ahead and continue with Bitcoin. See it continue making this push. So this is kind of looking a little Wyckoff-ish, like a distribution type of play. So right now what I'm kind of expecting is one of two things. I'm kind of expecting either A, price to make it fake out to the upside real quick, and then make a drop. And if it does, then I'll probably be looking for a retracement play continuation like that. That's what I'm looking for, number one. Or number two, what could literally be happening right now is just price makes this drop, make a quick retracement, and then continue to the downside. You know, off of this type of fib. I'm not really crazy about this though. I'm not really crazy about the white outline versus the blue outline. But I will tell you this, I might mess around and play both. Point of control is right here. at the 78.6, and price the very next day basically was just sliding into that. Right now, higher time frame, there is a wick to the downside, a large wick, and it's creating a big candle to the upside. But again, I'm gonna play both. You gotta risk it for the biscuit. I'll put the stop loss above those highs, although it might have been smarter if I would have put it above those highs. But I'm gonna pay attention to see if it would be smarter or not. Just something that I'm noting for my positions and my stop losses and stuff like that. So we'll see if the blue outline scenario is gonna happen or if the white outline scenario is gonna happen. Never know what's going to happen in these markets, but you can just make your calculator risk and see what's up. Like right now, let's see if this is even an invalid trade for me at this point. No, not yet. Not yet. So now it is. Now this trade is invalid for me because it bounced off the 71% Fibonacci and pushed to the downside instead of going to that 78.6 fib. Now that one I'm totally fine with not playing because again the point of control is right there and price just stopped at 71% and dropped. I would rather have definitely gotten this entry. I still might play it real life if price gets up there, but it depends how it gets up there. I don't like how it's leaving these wicks now. I don't really care for that. And I see a bullish type play on the lower time frame, like the 5-minute play. I'm not gonna go to the 5-minute, but this is what I'm seeing on the 5-minute right now. That price just leaving these wicks like that. If price would have came to 6,384, I would probably look for a buy there. No cap. In fact, let me even set it up because this is the 5-minute play that I'd be looking for, and this be a quick like 1-to-1 or 1-to-2. I'd really be looking for. But everything that I'm back testing is a 1-to-2 risk to reward, regardless. So let's see. Oh wow, is price really gonna miss like that? I don't like that it's above the 15 EMA like that. I mean the 15-minute 50 EMA like that. Okay, I'm in the trade now. And again, more reason why I held this, even though it did the 1-to-1, is because the point of control. That is ultimately the reason why. And again, maybe this would be a good time for me to put my stop loss at 6,587. But I'm back testing, and back testing, you want to be able to figure out how you want to put your positions and stuff like that. Like that's why stuff like that I think is really important, that you like really figure out how you're going to position and stuff like that, because at this point whenever I get into a trade, it's not really a psychological thing, because I've already accepted if I'm going to take the L or not, like off top. So let me go ahead and put this at 1-to-1 so I know when to put it at break even. But I'm in this trade right here. Let's see what happens. I like that gap to the downside. It's Sunday, but it's Bitcoin. It never sleeps, so it's okay. Boom, 1-to-1, nice and steady 1-to-1. Love that. That point of control. I'm just like, that's why I was willing to hold it. Like usually I would not have held a trade like this, but because the point of control is right at that 78.6, I was willing to hold it. So that's take profit 1. Move my stop loss to break even and take 20% partial profits. Let's go ahead and see if it's going to go all the way to take profit 2. I'm still eyeing this right here. I'm still eyeing this bullish move to come down over here to the 78.6. Still definitely paying attention to that, because now it's definitely a 15-minute time frame because it consolidated and then even went further bullish. But still, we'll see what goes down. Okay, that's take profit 2 off of that trade. So that's trade number 4. Let me see right here. Trade number 4. Yep. So trade number 4 is positive 1.8%, because in a realistic market, that's how much I'd be making off of that trade. And guys, this is just something that I even tell my daughter. You know, I'm like, you know, if you're gonna, oh dang, I didn't even realize that my webcam was off. But I always tell her, if you're like, when you're working out, or because again, I really do think that there's a lot of similarities between traders and athletes. But if you're in the gym and you're working out and you're cutting corners, you're only hurting yourself. You're not hurting anybody. You're only hurting yourself. Like when you're going through the motions, when you're not really doing what would actually be happening in a real life game or anything like that, it's gonna go and get exposed in a real life game. You know, you're gonna go and get hella exposed. So that's why it's really important that you be real with yourself and be like, oh, is this something that you would do in a real life market? Not just off of some, well, I'm just like, in hindsight type of thing. You got to be real with yourself. And like I said, like these trades, I'd be risking 1% or 0.5% of my account per every single one of these trades. Questionable trades, 0.5%. Non-questionable trades, 1%. That's literally how I would trade. So that's how I look at it when it comes to these markets as well. So anyways, let's go ahead and get rid of that and put this fib over here, because now I'm looking for this buy opportunity. Good sell right there. It hit the 61.8 and went bullish. There's not even any point of control down here. So realistically, guys, I shouldn't even be looking for this buy, because there's no point of control to the downside right now. Only point of control that is down is right here. And on the 1 hour, this is Wednesday's point of control. On the 1 hour, it's saying that it's right here, but on the 15 minute, was it saying that it was right there still? No, yeah, on the 15 minute, it's saying that it's a little bit higher. But I'm gonna go ahead and take the 1 hour's word for it. Okay, so overall, still want to see if price is going to come down to these lows, because if it comes down to the 71%, I might just buy it to 71 and take the directional bias trade. But we'll see what goes down if price even gets there, you know. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. Ooh. Yo, that bearish play right there off of this 1 to 2. 1 to 2 is where we're taking profits at, but if this was like a trade that I called out or anything, that's 1 to 4 rest to a row. That's TP3. That's a smacker right there. Nice. Okay, so I'll write that out, that 1 to 3 hit after. I want to know what this hit after. See, this went 1 to 5.5 before starting to do a correction. Okay, and this did a 1 to 4. Actually, let me go write those down right now because I will forget. So 1 to 5.5 after, 1 to 4 after. It's a good backtesting session. Okay. Draw that fib out. It's still a play to me. It's still a play to me that I'm down to play. Really glad that I broke even right there. Like, really glad. This trade right here. Yeah, I'm still here for it. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Price dropping like this, and then the volume increased right there as it came into this point of control. I'm gonna go ahead and take this trade as a point of control trade. So right here where price is at, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it at 71%. And I'm gonna take it as a directional bias trade. 1 to 2 is right back up literally to that previous point of control where I took that trade from. This hit full extension, so once I go back up there, I'll say that it hit full extension off of this trade right here, if I'm not mistaken. 1 to 6, yep, it did 1 to 6 full extension. Fire. But that happened after I took 3 trades, and that was in between. When did I take this first trade right here? This was Tuesday 11th. No, right here. Sorry. This was Monday 10th, Tuesday 11th. So this was 2 days. And then this is Sunday 16th. No, right here is where I took the next trade when that breakout happened. So I'd say Thursday the 13th. So I had to wait 2 days. And then after that, I had to wait another 2 days. So it's like every 2 to 3 days is when I'll take a trade on Bitcoin so far. That's what it looks like, right? Doesn't seem bad at all to me, in my opinion. So directional bias trade. I'm definitely gonna move my stop loss below this low because it's directional bias trade, and my take profit 1 to 2 is still gonna remain. And now assessed as the trade goes by. The high volume, definitely scary hours. Definitely scary hours. The way how price dropped, definitely scary hours, because it did ultimately take longer for price to go bullish than it did bearish. But we're gonna see what it does. We're back testing, and I want to see what this point of control right there is gonna do right now. Okay, so we got the bounce. Nice bullish bounce. Ooh, price came right back into that. I don't like that at all right there. Let's see. Just pull it off. Okay, price is bouncing. Once price breaks through this 50 EMA, I feel like it's gonna go. We'll see right now though. Still holding underneath. There we go. That's a good bullish move. Nice. Directional, very nice directional bias trade. And it would have been a sniper off the 78.6. So I should really, although the directional bias trade was fire, I really should stick with the 78.6 entry, because that's ultimately what the strategy is, you know. It's just adding that point of control, it's just added confluence, but definitely would want to be looking for that instead. But still, let's see if this is 1 to 1. Not yet. 1 to 1 is right here. Off of a trade like this though, I might move my stop loss to break even for sure, because especially how long it took. But we'll see what goes down. Oh, definitely right when this happens, like that spike up, even if price came back down right there, stop loss is at break even, and I'm taking 20% partial profits, being completely transparent here. So stop loss is at break even. I made money off of that trade. Let me go ahead and go to the 4 hour real quick. So far no losses, 5 trades, no losses. 5 bullish fib plus POC. Well, I mean, with all these have been with the point of control. Like every single one of these trades have been with the point of control somewhere. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. 1 to 1 hit, so plus 0.2%, and then this hit full extendo, so 1 to 6 after. So 5 trades, no losses. Let's keep it going. And you know, guys, real life, especially if you have a funded account, or not even if you have a funded account. If you like, because I really do believe that your time does matter, and I really do believe that you should be getting paid what your time is worth. So if you have a funded account or anything like that, because that's what I trade with mainly, I would say that if you win 5 trades in a row, like let's say that you're up like 6 or 7%, stop trading. Like, it's totally fine for you to stop trading. You don't want to give the market back your money, dude. Like, stop trading, because if I won 4 trades and each one of those were a 1 to 2, then that means that I'm making 1.8% off of those trades, and I won 4 of those, so 1.8, 3.6. I'm making about 7%, and 7% of $100,000 is $7,000. You know, that's not bad money right there. You can stop trading right there, and then go on to the next month type of thing. But anyways, let's keep it going though. Okay, boom. My stop loss would have been hit at break even. I would have been like, dang man, this is really about to go and hit full take profit. But that's what happens with the market, you know. It came and did the 1-to-1. Price stopped me out the trade. Can't do anything about it. Now let's see what happens. If price goes in and hits my take profit, then cool, but I'm not in the trade any longer. Lower time frame, I so see a fit play, but it's a 5-minute and it's scary hours. I don't think I'd even play it, and that says a lot. Ooh, it would have smacked. Hold on. It would have smacked right there. 78.6, boom, 1-to-1. That's funny. Let's see if it does 1-to-2. No, it doesn't. It goes and hits break even first before dropping down again to do a 1-to-1. Oh, it did go and do 1-to-2 ultimately. That's funny. But it would have stopped me out at break even multiple times, so it's okay. Okay, price is going back down. There we go. Okay. This would have been a very interesting ride. But ultimately price would have came down if I were to have stayed in the trade, but I wasn't because I got stopped out at break even right here. But if I were to have stayed in the trade and price would have dropped down, came back up, I would have had to get out the trade because it almost hit my stop loss for capital preservation's sake. But if you're just letting the trade ride and let it either hit take profit or stop loss, then this thing is about to go in and take profit. Oh, no, you're not. Oh, by the way, this bullish move, I'm so buying. Like, I'm not really necessarily caring if this is in a range right here. Dang, if this would have broke those lows, it could have definitely been the Wyckoff that I was looking for. Could have definitely been it, but it's okay. Oh, this should be all the way like right here. There you go, yeah. That's much better. I don't like that there's no point of control down there though. So, I mean, price should just keep going bullish then at that point. There we go. Did it take profit? Barely, but if I would have been in the trade, I would have gone out right there, I promise you. But I'm not in there. I only was in for the 1-to-1, so. Anyways, my bad. It wasn't even a real text message, just saw some stupid stuff. But so 1 hour time frame, whole lot of consolidating right here. A whole lot of consolidating. able to get some opportunities because of the point of control. Point of control almost got tapped right here. I would consider this basically, yeah, it did. I'm expecting this to go bullish. And it's kind of on some stuff now that if price breaks through this, I'm not against having a buy stop there again. I'm really not. But we'll see what happens. I need to see price close above this though. Especially after this move, forget about it. I want to see price go bullish. There's no point. There's nothing down here anymore at this point. You know, it's not like how price was up here and there was still a point of control down here that wasn't tested. Now that's not the case any longer. I'm really looking for a bullish move. So we'll see what it do. I'm going to the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, I'm definitely looking for a buy right here. Definitely looking for a buy right here. Now, I want price to close above that high, and I'm okay with having a stop loss right there. Ooh. This is exactly where I want price to get into, so I'm okay with even taking a 1 to 1.8 trade. I'm okay with that. Here, I'll even move it. Yeah, I'll leave it right there to 1 to 1.8 because I do plan on selling right here. I really do. So let's see what it do. Okay, first of all, that's fire. That's really fire right there. Let me see on the 15-minute time frame how would it closed. Yeah, that's really fire. I like that. Let's keep it going. If it was with P, he probably would have wanted this stop loss, and then that would have been a 1 to 2 right there. That's what he would have wanted, and then 1 to 1 would have already smacked. So that's really fire. But I'm going with that safe stop loss personally. So let me go ahead and measure out the 1 to 1 first. Right there. Volume is increasing. I like that. Go ahead and hit my 1 to 1 real quick. Ooh, no, don't come back down. Okay, I don't like this consolidating like that. There is point of control to the downside that's untested, so this is what I'm going to be watching for. Ooh, it might be lower than my fib that I want. But this is ultimately the trade I'm going to be looking for right now. I think price came. No, it didn't hit the 618 yet. Actually, no, that's perfect. That's solid. I'll definitely still take my trade at the 786. I have no problem with that. After price coming so close to my take profit like that, would I move my stop loss to break even? Not to. I don't think I would, honestly. Especially if I see this right here. I'm gonna want to play this as well. Stop loss. Take profit. So this is the breakout play. It's still like in profit right now. We're basically at entry. It's dope. Seeing another play to the downside. Okay, well, we're in there. We're in this. Price came and hit this point of control. Let's see if this is going to turn around. We're in 2 positions right now. Let's see if we're going to get both of these. Or not. Or what's up? Let's see. Okay, so first of all, right here, I need to measure if this is going to be something that I would have taken a loss, if I would have taken a loss, or if my stop loss is going to move to break even once it comes back up. So it moved to the downside 760 or 70, yeah, 768 points, and this was a total of 108, 75%. Yep, this would have been a break even. It would have been like, as soon as price came back up, it would have been a break even move. So this trade right here is a break even trade. And guys, it's just systematic. That's just how it is. Like, you guys even saw it with the other trade. Like, that's just how it is. And even if price goes in his take profit, it's like, oh well, I'm not in it any longer. But yeah, that's a systematic get out the trade at break even. This is about to get this, however, is about to get us hit a stop loss. So we got trade number. I'm not looking at that. I haven't seen what it looks like yet. Is it really not about to show me? There it is. So trade number 6 is a break even. 6. Fib, play, break even. My bad, y'all. I don't know what I did. Let me see. Let me make sure that it's all good over here. My bad. I must have pressed the wrong button. But what I was saying was that if you go look in the Next Wave premium chat, you would literally see that this is something that I would do. I'd be like, okay, I'm moving my take profit to my entry so that when price comes back, it could just take me out the trade because it's reached the criteria for me to move my trade to break even type of thing. And so see what happens. Come on, get that push up, get that push up, get that push up. Yeah. Okay, so even for me, price coming right here, I'm so down to even take my loss. Like, as much of whatever loss is right here, I'm down to take it. But for just trade's sake, I'm just gonna go ahead and let it get over here to the entry. But I'm down to even be like, oh, this is me. I'm losing a quarter or a fifth of what I was going to lose if price would have came and hit my stop loss. You know what I mean? Because I want to minimize my losses. This is how I trade personally, right? But for the sake of this this backtesting session, boom. All right, I would have been out the trade. And even if price goes and hits 1 to 1 or 1 to 2 or whatever to the upside, I'm out the trade. And guys, I'm being realistic. This is stuff that, again, like, being realistic with yourself is so important. But guess what? Now I see trade opportunities because there's point of control to the downside. And this is looking like a slide on to price action right there as well. With same thing with right here, although I don't like that to the downside. So we're gonna see what's up. But I'm liking the bulls. I'm really liking the bull play right now. Okay, so see you on the 15-minute time frame real quick. So these two price actions, these two, this point of control right here, price actually came back into it and then went bullish. So I'm not going to count that one. It's more these two that I'm counting, that their point of control I'm really watching for with Bitcoin right now. Price did come back up to this point of control that it looked like it was sliding on. And dang, I don't know why I didn't set this sell limit right here. I wasn't paying attention, that's why. But this is a play that I would have hella played. But since I didn't set it up, I'm not gonna act like, oh, I was in it. In fact, let me show you guys what would have even happened. If I would have set this trade up right here, it would have been a break even. Because I would have gotten into the trade right here, price would have consolidated, and it would have went bullish, and I would have been like, okay, it's reached the criteria. This is literally what would have happened with this trade. Wait, did it? Let me see. And traded right there. It did 75 or 75 points, or is it 754? It's from 6,718 to 6,000. Okay, 75 points to the upside when the total stop loss would have been 121. That is a little more than 75%. That is a little less than 75%. So it wouldn't have. Dang. All right, it's okay. It's whatever. I just ended up missing the trade. It is what it is. There's literally this point of control that looks like slide-on material to me that price came literally back into. But it's okay. I'm not really worried about that. I'm looking for this buy right here, though, however. Oh, let me go and write that down that it was a break even as well. And again, guys, even if this goes and explodes and goes in his take profit and stuff like that, it's still a break even trade. It's a 7, number 7, just like the other break even right here. Breakout trade break even, which should tell me something, right? Breakout trade break even, almost L. Right here as well, almost an L. So that's 7 trades. 4 of them were W's, 3 of them are break even, and good. That's just good money management, or that's just good. However, whatever you want to call it, man. I just think that's just smart to. If the markets almost take you out the trade and then they don't, and it gives you a chance to get out the trade, like get out the trade. I'm a firm believer of that. So but this is the next play that I'm looking for. Now, as much as I would have definitely have loved if this would have gotten broken before I got into the trade, I like this bullish price action. Like it a lot, so I'm taking the trade. That's on the 1 hour. Ooh, what? What is this pair doing? Okay, dropped down, then came right back up. Not so sure if I'd want to sell this. There's no point of control to the upside like that, so I'm okay with not selling it. Okay, price dropped down, hit that first point of control. There's still this point of control to the downside, so I'm still going to remain having my position where it's at. Market get me in there. Market get me in there. Oh, no. I can't play it. Well, actually, no, because the point of control is still down here. But the 71% 1-to-1 definitely got hit, so dang. But there's still a point of control to the downside, so I'm okay with still holding the position. But if I don't get the trade, I don't get it. Dang. Consolidating like that now. Open point of control to the upside. I'm not really crazy about it, but there is this play right here. It's more of a 5-minute play. I'm gonna play it because there's this point of control right here. I'm gonna play it. Okay, let's see if price gets up there or if it's gonna get down to this buy first. But it's gonna get me somewhere. And again, guys, notice how this is all in like a consolidating-ish area, except for price broke out of here. Never mind. But still, like, I'm playing to what the market is giving, but I also have a higher time frame bias. Okay, it looks like price is coming into this point of control, and it's coming pretty fast, but not with big volume, so I'm okay with this. No, don't drop. Don't drop without getting me in. I don't like that it did that. Oh, yeah. It's kind of like, I'm not going to play either one of these because of the point of control at this point. Dang, it really almost came into this point of control and missed. And this one too, right over here. There's two of those, so let me delete this first of all. Dang, it dropped like that too. It's crazy. So now, This is more for backtesting purposes than me trying to have a good record or whatever I'd be looking for backtesting. Like, this would be a trade that is like, if it's happening in the real world, I'm like, okay, this is where it's like I want to see what's gonna happen, and this is more of a test trade in a live condition market. That's how I'd be looking at this trade right now if it was in a live market, because it's already did the move I wanted it to do, but the point of control still has yet to get hit on either one of these. So I'll still play both of those, because again, I want to be real with what I would be doing in the market. Don't do this. You got to be kidding me. Get in there, come on. And I sometimes treat backtesting much more passionately than I do with real, like, actual live trading. Because with live trading, I like to be like as like rock solid and not care about my emotions as possible. Versus with this, I like to get excited. I like to get excited because when I'm in practice, like I remember when I was hooping, when I'm in practice, I'm gonna show you much more emotions than when I'm actually in the game. Like, that's just how I am, because I know in practice I can get mad, I can get upset and stuff like that. But in a game, I don't want to psychologically show my opponents that, oh, I'm getting frustrated, because if your opponents sense that weakness in you, they're gonna pry on that. You know what I mean? They're gonna be like, oh, you're mad right now. Oh, you're getting emotional right now. Now I'm gonna start getting in your head with some trash talk. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how I really connect real life, like being an athlete or playing basketball with trading. That's how I bring the psychology together, you know? So, and this is stuff that you guys will hear me say all the time. But yeah, this really sucks. And at this point, with price coming that close into it and missing, I can't play it. Not after it's done it once and then it literally did it again. I can't play it in good conscience at this point. I'll leave it up there to see what it does, but no thank you at this point, you know? Because it's already moving to the downside like how I wanted it to do with me in the trade. But it said, nope, I'm not doing that for you, good sir, sorry. I'll be completely honest with you guys. After seeing a move like this, after it missed, and price coming up like that, if I see it holding, I might play it in real life, but I won't tell anybody else to play it. I'll just be like, oh, I'm in this trade, and I'll wait for this to get in, and then I'll place another position there. So I'll probably put like a third, and then I probably put the rest of my position up there. Real life, like, that's stuff that I would do. But now I can't play it anymore. Just for point and control's sake at this point, I will pay attention to it, but I can't. I just can't. I'm still waiting for this right here. Dang, that really dropped like that. That's crazy. They really missed the point of control by that much and then dropped like that. Heavy. Okay, we're in the trade. It didn't still hit this. That's crazy. And now the point of control is to the downside right here. Interesting. Previous day's point of control is to the upside, so that's a good sign for this bullish move overall. Very good sign. Ooh, it missed by that much and went bullish like that. That's a very good sign. First of all, I want to see how big the value is over here. It's just like right basically there. So price can still come back down to that low, but it's okay. If it misses like that by that much and it goes bullish, I'm gonna count it, because on the 1 hour time frame, when you go and take a look at it, it's like, oh, that thing barely missed. Same thing right there, that thing barely missed, but then it dropped like that. So let's see what happens. These point of controls, they be fire with the fibs. Let's see if this is gonna be my first L or not. Oh, it doesn't look like it wants to be. Very nice bullish move. Let's see if that's a 1-to-1. Not yet. 1-to-1 is up here. So I'm still waiting for that. So hold on, let me see if that's a 61.8. If that's my intuition break even. That is my intuition break even. Okay, so when price, oh no, it's not yet, but it came very close to it. Dang, I don't know if I would. Nah, I just keep playing. I would definitely still be in the trade. Let's go. Let's freaking, man, listen, bro. This is exactly why it's important to backtest, in my opinion, because you're literally getting the stats to back up that your strategy that you're going to go and use in the real life market is going to be beneficial. That's another trade right there, another 1-to-1. That was fire after coming close to hitting that as well. But the 78.6 entry, fire. So 1-to-2 is coming close. This point of control still hasn't gotten, it still barely has been missed. So I think that's what ultimately price is going to go and tap. There's still this point of control to the downside, so I'm going to have to pay attention to that. But man, that was a good trade. Keep it going. It's going to go and hit TP2. It should. And if it comes and hits me at break even, then that's what it is. I've been on here for 74 minutes. I'm gonna have to get off on my next loss, because I haven't taken a loss yet in this backtesting session, guys. So when I take a loss, then that's when I'll probably get off. What do you guys think? That sounds good? I think that's good. I think this thing is consolidating though. Okay, so first of all, let's go ahead and tap in. Point of control to the downside right here. I'm still going to be watching that, as well as that one that has barely missed. Or not that I'm going to be watching it, but I'm going to be observing it. Not that I'm going to take a trade again, but I will be observing it. I've already taken partial profits off of the 1-to-1. Let me see what this fib looks like from this side of this low. Control is kind of halfway down. I'd still be down. If price came back and hit me at break even, that's totally fine. I'd still be down for this trade. And then let's take it for a 1-to-2. Yeah, let's do that. I'm down. Because the point of control is right there for when this bullish move happens. So I'm okay with that. Totally fine. And if it doesn't get there, then I'm gonna win the trade. It's a win-win. It's a win-win in my eyes. And if I lose that trade, then it's okay. Okay, so right there, you see how price literally came and tapped that? There's no way on earth that this is not having the alert set, and I'm more than likely just gonna have my take profit right there, if I'm being honest with you guys. Because look, it's a 1 to 1.94. I'm not gonna miss out on that much profits, and especially when there's that much confluence all over the market. I'm not gonna not take profits there. I'm more than certain 1-to-2 is still gonna get hit, but I'm just being completely authentic with you guys on how I would take my profits. I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything, but just for backtesting's sake, I'll leave it up there so y'all can see it. The fibs are starting to get a little higher now. It's making me not want to play the fibs anymore. But if I were to play anything, it probably would be the point of control at this point. And that's kind of not part of the strategy, but it is something that I'm backtesting. So if I'm playing the point of control, then I'm going to want to put pricing below that other point of control, and then do that for the 1-to-2. Okay. But yeah, I would have taken profits right there at 6641 or 6642. No cap, but I'm still going to leave my take profit there just for the backtesting session. Alright. Oh, let me go and do this actually real quick. So trade number 8. Trade number 8, fib play. 1 to 2 hit. So that's positive 1 point. And I'll even put 1.7% because that's probably how much I would have made with that being like that. Bullish fib 1 to 1 hit 0.2%. That's a break, and then price came back to break even. That's cool. So taking 8 trades, no losses, and 5 W's. That's really a good backtesting session. Let's go back over here, zoom out, and then let's see what we got cooking. In my book, I'm considering that a 1 to 2, but at the same time, like again, I want to just leave it up there so that the backtesting session can prove that that's what it does, right? Okay, price made that push to the downside some more. Point of control just shifted. That'd be a fib that I might have looked at, but because there was no point of control there, I wouldn't have played anything. It would have hit 1 to 1 at least. Break even. There we go. And you see, that's what I mean. 1 to 2 was gonna hit eventually, but right here is where I would have taken the profit. So I'm not gonna lie to anybody. And you know, this is just making this trade more and more not tradable at this point. There is still those point of controls to the downside, but I'm gonna get rid of these fibs, guys. Let me go ahead and get rid of these. This point of control has been tapped. This point of control has barely been missed. I'm gonna leave it up there, and I'm not gonna take this trade anymore. Let's go into the 1 hour time frame. So prices came back into that. Would I take this sell at the 61.8? Probably not. I don't see any play here. Either price comes back down to these lows, or I don't see any play here. And price just needs to go bullish at this point. Yeah, I don't see a play here. Let's see what happens. Why does this look like this? Oh no. Price did come back into both of these. Oh, I wasn't exactly when I wasn't paying attention either. Of course, give me a second. Of course, it's when I'm not paying attention that happens. That does not surprise me. That does not surprise me in the least. But man, came right back into those point of controls and then shot right back up. That's exactly what I wanted to play, man. Dang. It's okay though. It's all good. I don't know why my laptop is acting up. Give me a second. But anyways, there you go. Because anyways, yeah, that was really the play that I wanted. There's point of control to the upside though, so I'm okay to actually sell this right here. It's consolidating a lot, but I'm actually here for the sell because there's a point of control right there. And I know that I'm playing in consolidated markets and stuff like that, but it's okay. I'm fully aware that I'm playing in markets that are a little bit choppy. Fully aware. That's when you know when you're playing in a choppy market. Hey man, go ahead and go ahead and assess your risk, like lower your risk if you're gonna play. But it's calculated risk. That's how I look at it. And price just slams to the downside right after. Just slams to the downside with pressure. Alright, so there's nothing for me to play to the downside right here, right now, as far as I'm concerned, except, oh, this is not gone tapped. Okay, we got something right there at 6K right there. We got something. We got something that could potentially hold this market up. Very interesting. Okay, we've taken 8 trades. If I take 2 more trades and they're not losses, guys, I gotta hop off, because that's just really fire. So either I take an L or I win 2 trades. Okay, so let's see. Wick. I feel like this wick is about to get chased. Oh, there's no wick chasing. Never mind. It kind of did. 5-minute fib right there. Bullish move. That's fire. Okay, consolidating. I expect nothing less. Okay, we got a breakout. Let me go on the 15-minute time frame. Oh yeah, that all got spanked over there. But this hasn't got hit yet. From that high to this low, matches up. I'm taking this trade. Definitely taking this sell because it matches up with that point of control. I'm okay with having my stop loss above that high. Right there, okay. There's no point of control to the downside that interests me. Except for 60-30 to still get hit. Oh, there we go. There's the loss. I was waiting for this point of control, but ooh, price came and said, nope, I'm just going to keep going. Okay, now let's pay attention to this, guys, because on the way up here, look at this. Price is literally, volume is increasing as price is increasing, and the volume and the candlesticks are definitely bullish candlesticks. Definitely a trade that if I was paying close attention to, what time is it during the day? I'd be asleep, so never mind. I'd just be taking a loss. Real life would just have a sell limit there, and I'd be taking a nice chunky L. Yeah, brutally honest, I'd be just taking a nice chunky L there. Okay, and this is, if funny, it's even like middle of the month. Alright, so there we go, guys. After taking 9 trades, let's go ahead and get the record. Fib, move, L. So the record is I think I took 6 wins. No, 5 wins, 3 break even, 1 loss, 5 wins, 1 L, 3 break even. That would leave me with, let me see the wins. So the first win was a 1-2, second win was a 1-2, 3 break even, 4 was a 1-2, 5 was a 1-1. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5, and then the 5th trade was a 1 to 2. So let me do the math real quick, guys. I think that's 1.2, 1.2, 1.2, 0.2. So that's a 5% increase with the 5 W's. Then the 1 loss makes it a 4%. So positive 4% after 3 trades, after 9 trades. I like that. I could live with that. I could live with that any day of the week, guys. The backtesting results from Chart Talk tonight. Okay, guys. Well, that is it. Like I said, it's either the first loss I was going to take, or if I would have won 2 trades in a row, that was going to be when I hop off. I've been on here for an hour and a half. Thank y'all for hopping on. Again, if you've enjoyed the value that was dropped, if you enjoy the value that was given, go ahead and drop a subscribe. And let us know, guys, again, what kind of content do you guys want us to put up here? Because we try to put up the type of content that traders need, not the type of trader that traders want. Hey Tyler, how you doing again, bro? I'm actually about to hop off. I just finished back testing my strategy. Go ahead and take a look at the replay so that you can be able to see all the trades that I took. And again, every single trade that you guys see we take or that we demonstrate, we do this in the live market the exact same way. So with that being said, thanks guys for hopping on. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. Saturday night, it's 10:40. Thanks guys, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, Tyler, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you for hopping on though, for reals.